Hello scholars. So scholars, we all are back with a new chapter, that is chapter number 11, measurement. Yes, this chapter is very important and we are going to learn many new things in this chapter. Okay scholars, and now in this video we will learn about measurement of length. Yes, how to measure length, we will learn that, and how to convert from one unit to another, we will see that in this video. Okay scholars, so are you all ready for it? Yes, so we'll start with measurement of length. Measurement of length. We measure small length in cm and mm. Cm is for centimeter and mm is for millimeter. If we want to measure the length of object that are small in size, we can use these two units, that is cm and mm. Okay, and larger length and distance are measured in m and km. M is for meter and K is for kilometer. These two units are used to measure the larger length. Okay. Meter is the standard unit of length. Which is the standard unit of length? Meter. And it is denoted by small m. Yes. Now scholars, all of you know about ruler. Okay. We are using ruler in our daily life. Okay, so ruler plays an important role in measuring length. Yes, we use rulers, okay, to measure length. Now see, this is ruler. Okay, can you see this ruler? Yes. So if you will observe this ruler carefully, you will find numbers on this ruler, that is 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 and so on, right? And 1 centimeter is divided into 10 equal parts. How many equal parts? 10. See, if you will count this small lines, you will find that there are total 10 lines. Okay, therefore 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Why 10 mm? Because there are total 10 lines and one line represent 1 mm. Okay, one line represent 1 mm. Therefore 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Mm means millimeter and cm means centimeter. If you will count line from 7 centimeter to 8 centimeter, you will find there are 10 lines. Okay, and each line denotes 1 mm. Okay, now scholars, we will see how to measure the length of different objects using rulers. Okay, measure the length of the given object. So here we have conversion. See, 1 centimeter equal to 10 mm or 1 mm equal to 1 by 10 centimeter, that is 0.1 centimeter. Now first question we have to measure the length of AB. Okay, so how do we do that? We'll see that. First of all, you will place the ruler on a table. Then what you will do, you will place the starting point of line segment, that is A, at point 0 of the ruler. Okay, so see, here I have put A at 0. Now we'll come to the end point of line segment, that is B, and we'll see where it lies on the ruler. So here we can see that the end point of line segment AB, that is B, lies at 3. Okay, okay, so the length of line segment AB is 3 centimeter or 30 mm. For converting centimeter to mm, we have to multiply with 10. Yes, so the length of line segment AB is 3 centimeter or 30 mm. Now one more sum we will see. See, we have to find the length of this eraser. Okay, this is eraser. Again, what we will do, we will first of all will put the starting point of eraser at point 0 of the ruler. So here I have put the starting point at 0. Now we'll see the end point of the eraser where it lies. So here we can see that the end point of eraser lies at point 5. Okay, see, here we can see that the eraser ends at 5. So the length of this eraser is 5 centimeter or 50 mm. Okay, now again last sum we will see. Here we have to find the length of sharpener. Again what we will do, we'll put the starting point of the sharpener at point 0 and we'll see where it ends. So here the sharpener ends at 1. So the length of this sharpener is 1 centimeter or 10 mm. Okay, scholars. So scholars, now we will see how to convert one unit to another unit. Conversion from one unit to another. Here we will see how to convert from one unit to another. So scholars, in meters we have total 4 units. Okay, kilometer, meter, centimeter and millimeter. Km is for kilometer, m is for meter, which is a standard unit of length, cm is for centimeter and mm is for millimeter. So whenever we have to convert this unit, we have to keep one thing in our mind, that is whenever we are converting from bigger unit to smaller unit, we have to multiply. See, kilometer is the biggest unit and millimeter is the smallest unit in this. Okay, so whenever we are converting from bigger unit to smaller unit, we have to multiply. Okay, it means whenever we are going to its right, we have to multiply, and when we are converting from smaller unit to bigger unit, we have to divide. Okay, it means when we are going to its left, we have to divide. Okay, see, for example, here we have 5 kilometer. Now we have to convert it into meter. See, here we have to move to its right. So what we need to do, we need to multiply with 1000. So when I will multiply 5 with 1000, I will get 5000 meter. Okay, now second example, 120 centimeter. Okay, and I have to convert this centimeter to meter. It means I have to move to its left. So what we have to do, we have to divide by 100. Yes, so when I will divide 120 by 100, I will get answer as 1.2 meter. Okay, so scholars, you have to just keep in mind that whenever we are converting from bigger to smaller, we have to multiply, and when we are converting from smaller to bigger, we have to divide. Okay, now we'll start with exercise where we will see few example, then your concept will be clear. Okay, so scholars, now here we'll start with exercise 11.2, and in 11.2 we have total two questions, that is question number 1 and question number 2. And in question number 1 we have total 4 sums, of which 2 sums I will solve it over here and 2 sums you will do it by yourself. Similarly, in question number 2 also there are 4 sums, 2 sums I will do it over here and 2 sums you have to do it by yourself. So we'll start with question number 1 of exercise 11.2, sum number A. Okay, so here we have sum number A, that is 12.7 centimeter equal to how much mm? Mm is for millimeter. See scholars, here we have to convert centimeter to millimeter. Now you have to go through this table. This table is very important. Since we are converting from bigger unit to smaller unit, so what we have to do, we have to multiply. Also you can observe over here in this table that we are going to its right, so what we have to do, we have to multiply with 10. Okay, so 1 centimeter equal to 10 mm. Okay, this is very important, you have to remember this. Okay, now so how much will be 12.7 centimeter? So for that we will multiply 12.7 with 10. Okay, now scholars, already we have learned multiplication, how to multiply any number by 10, 100 and 1000. For that what we have to do, we have to count the number of zeros and then we have to shift decimal point to its right. So here we have how many zeros? We have 1 0. So what we will do, we will shift this decimal point to its right. Okay, so I will shift this decimal point which is between 2 and 7 to its right by one digit. So our answer will be 127 mm. Okay, so 12.7 centimeter is 127 mm. Okay scholars, now one more sum we will see of question number 1, that is 54.54 mm equal to how much centimeter? Now here we can see that we have to convert smaller unit to bigger unit, because mm is the smaller unit and centimeter is the bigger unit. So here we have to convert mm to centimeter. So what we have to do, we have to do division. Yes, okay, so we know that 1 mm equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. So for that, what we have to do, we have to divide by 10. Okay, so 54.54 mm equal to how much centimeter? So we will divide by 10. Okay, see, whenever we have to convert mm to cm, that is millimeter to centimeter, we have to divide by 10. Okay, you learn this table, then it will be easier to for you to solve all sums. Okay, so when I will divide by 10, that is 54.54, when I will divide by 10, I will get answer as 5.454. Okay, because we have learned that whenever we are dividing any number by 10, 100 or 1000, so there the decimal point shifts to its left. Okay, so here we have decimal point between 4 and 5. So when I will divide by 10, this decimal point will shift to its left by one digit. Why by one digit? Because here we have how many zeros? We have only one zero. So we'll shift this decimal point to its left by one digit. So this decimal point will come between 5 and 4. So our answer will be 5.454. Okay, multiplication and division by 10, 100 and 1000 we have already learned in chapter number 8. Now scholars, will start with question number 2 of exercise 11.2. Let's see sum number A of question number 2, that is 19781 meter equal to how much kilometer? Now scholars, here we have to convert smaller unit to bigger unit. So what we need to do? We need to divide. Okay, if you will go through this table carefully and if you will observe this, that whenever we have to convert meter to kilometer, we have to divide by 1000. Okay, since we are moving to its left, so we have to divide by 1000. Okay, now let's see how to do that. See, 1 meter equal to 1 by 1000 kilometers. So how much will be 19781 meters? Okay, so for that, what we need to do? We need to divide by 1000. Okay, we have to divide 19781 by 1000. Now let's count the number of the zeros over here. We have 3 zeros. Okay, so we have to put decimal point after three numbers. Will start from 1. So 1, 2 and 3. So we'll put decimal point between 9 and 7. So our answer will be 19.781 kilometer. That is 19 kilometer 781 meters. Okay. Now we will see one more sum of question number 2, that is sum number B. 9.5 kilometer equal to how much meter? Now scholars, here if you will observe, then you will see that we have to convert kilometer to meter. Since we are converting from bigger unit to smaller unit, what we need to do? We need to multiply. Okay, we need to multiply by 1000. Okay, so 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter. So how much will be 9.5 kilometers? So we'll multiply 9.5 with 1000. Okay, now again here multiplication by 1000. We'll count number of zeros. How many zeros do we have? We have 3 zeros. So we'll shift this decimal point to its right by 3 digits. So here we have one digit only after decimal point. So what we will do? We will put two zeros. Okay. So our answer will be 9500 meter. Okay. So 9.5 kilometer equal to 9500 meters. So scholars, here we have completed question number 1 and question number 2 of exercise 11.2. Question number 3 and story sums we will see in our next video. Okay. So till the time scholars, you have to complete exercise 11.1 and 11.2. 11.1 you have to do it in your textbook itself. Okay. You have to measure the length of the given objects with the help of the ruler, and then you have to write in the space provided, in the given space provided in the textbook itself. Okay, and question number 1 and question number 2 of exercise 11.2 you have to do it in your notebooks by following the proper steps and method I have shown you in this video. Okay scholars, so bye scholars, take care of yourself and do complete this work in your notebook.